Terry time. Synchronise your clocks. Grutters on the telling bone. Welcome the chat. Tune the Moog. Program Rex. The time is most definitely not sponsored by Accurist. Allegations in the waiting room that he may be Brahms and pianist. Has he been out on the beer with local experimentalist? Perhaps he's running late at an appointment with his manicurist. His fingers must be no less at their very best. His constant changing start times are very likely to perplex. Playlist changed at the last moment, now all covered in tip X. Suffering the after effects of a self-inflicted Aspel's vortex. Still using the clock on teletext. His times are all between and betwixt. He sets his watch to the peal of the parish church bells. So he thought until he realised it's his doorbell. Then realised why. He's into his third bottle of Zinfandel. No bloody wonder he can't tell. It plays to the tune of Bolero, Ravel, or maybe a little hanky-panky has overrun. No rules against that now. After Brexit, no longer European. Well, who wouldn't mind that? Go on, son. Accusations of his timekeeping being somewhat Mickey Mouse. Firmly denied by his loyal spouse. Eileen confirms there's no rodents in this madhouse. Kitsy the cat walks the floors of this abode, the Pied Piper of Penpole Road. Terry's current horological device is definitely not on the mantle. It stands outside alone on a big stone pedestal. Some old Victoriana, a present from Brendan Kavanagh, the Hackney thinking man's John Santayana, his partner in crime on the St Pancras Joanna. Would you Adam and Eve it? A 4-foot-high sundial. This explains why he's far from being punctual, with little or no sun and overcast and cloudy. Telling the time is far from bona fide, though I think it may have more to do with the open bottles of Vino Verde. His time should be taken with a pinch of salt. He was last seen out cruising in the Herald, tearing up the asphalt. Little idea of the time comes to an immediate halt. Oh shit, it's the fan belt. I've got a show tonight. The waiting room will be wondering where I am. I'm miles away in Clapham. Desperately needs a delay tactic. I know, I'll WhatsApp the lamb. He'll spin out the live chat. He can talk ad nauseam. For the 2-minute warning, Terry's been employing the use of an egg timer, a gift from Richard Grutters. He knew it was of no use, sure to give Terry a dose of the blues. Loves nothing more than dishing out some abuse. You can see it there on the shelf next to the signed picture of Dr. K. It was gifted to Terry, so he had something to hero worship, only it was a Demic. There's no sand in it. Terry didn't notice. That'll explain why all his legs are hard-boiled and his toast is burnt Hovis. It's the final straw. He gives up on his current pair of analog 70s watches, a Tissot and Casio. He confesses they stopped working a long time ago. The reason was clear. Souvenirs from Flintshire. Batteries not included. Precise time has never been important, to which he alluded. Times he says will have to remain approximate. No need to be considered at all accurate. It matters not. He will always be everybody's boogie-woogie laureate.